Angela Davis, Revolution in Our Time, an autobiography, written by Geoffrey Giuliano, narrated by Geoffrey Giuliano.
Angela Yvonne Davis, born January 26, 1944, is an American political activist, academic, and author. She emerged as a prominent counterculture activist in the late 1960s, working with the Black Panther Party and being highly involved in the civil rights movement. As a result of purchasing firearms used in the 1970 armed takeover of a Marin County, California courtroom in which 4 persons were killed, she was prosecuted for conspiracy. She was later acquitted of this charge. She is a professor emerita at the University of California, Santa Cruz, in its History of Consciousness department. She also is a former director of the university's Feminist Studies department. Her research interests are feminism, African American studies, critical theory, Marxism, popular music, social consciousness, and the philosophy and history of punishment and prisons. She co-founded Critical Resistance, an organization working to abolish the prison industrial complex.
See, I don't think that we can talk about black liberation without overturning the system, overturning the root cause for the oppression of black people. The only way we can do that, I feel, is through a socialist revolution. And that's going to involve not only black people, but all oppressed people in this society.
Angela Davis was born in Birmingham, Alabama. Her family lived in the Dynamite Hill neighborhood, which was marked in the 1950s by the bombing of houses in an attempt to intimidate and drive out middle-class blacks who had moved into the area. Davis occasionally spent time on her uncle's farm and with friends in New York City. Her family includes brothers Ben and Reginald and sisters Fania. Davis attended Carrie A. Tuggle School, a segregated black elementary school, and later Parker Annex, a middle school branch of Parker High School in Birmingham. During this time, Davis's mother, Sally Bell Davis, was a national officer and leading organizer of the Southern Negro Youth Congress, an organization influenced by the Communist Party, trying to build alliances among African Americans in the Deep South. Consequently, Davis grew up surrounded by communist organizers and thinkers who significantly influenced her intellectual development. Davis was awarded a scholarship to Brandeis University in Waltham, Massachusetts, where she was one of 3 black students in her freshman class. It was during this period that she worked part-time to earn enough money to travel to France and Switzerland before she attended the 8th World Festival of Youth and Students in Helsinki, Finland. She returned home in 1963 to a Federal Bureau of Investigation interview about her attendance at the communist-sponsored festival. During her second year at university, Davis decided to major in French and continued her intensive study of philosopher and writer Jean-Paul Sartre. Davis was accepted by the Hamilton College Junior Year in France program. In Paris, she and the other students lived with a French family. It was while she was in France that she learned in 1963 of the Birmingham church bombing committed by members of the Ku Klux Klan, in which 4 black girls were killed. She grieved deeply as she was personally acquainted with the young victims. Nearing completion of her degree in French, Davis realized her major interest was in fact philosophy. It was then she began making plans to attend the University of Frankfurt for graduate work in philosophy. In 1965, she graduated magna cum laude, a member of Phi Beta Kappa. Beginning in 1969, Davis was an acting assistant professor of philosophy at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA. Although both Princeton and Swarthmore had tried to recruit her, she opted for UCLA because of its urban location. At that time, she was known as a radical feminist and activist, a member of the Communist Party of the USA, and an associate of the Black Panther Party. The Board of Regents of the University of California, urged by then California Governor Ronald Reagan, fired her from her $10,000 a year post in 1969 because of her membership in the Communist Party. The Board of Regents was censored by the American Association of University Professors for their failure to reappoint Davis after her teaching contract expired.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?